It's a proud privilege for me to welcome everyone to this presentation, a Drop of Kindness initiative by Sunbeam Sun City under the aegis of Round Square. The idea behind this collaboration is to educate the next gen about compassion, kindness, and contentment. I would like to thank all the participating schools and their mentors for collaborating on this initiative. We truly value your association. I would also like to thank Round Square for giving us such a platform. I firmly believe the Round Square ideals shall have a very positive impact on the generations to come. And I'm sure with this gesture of kindness, students have conveyed the need of the hour like never before. Without any delay, I would request my team to proceed further. Thank you.
We are pleased to welcome you to the premiere of Sunbeam Sun City's initiative, A Drop of Kindness, Giving the Gift of Giving, an initiative under the aegis of Round Square. This initiative saw an overwhelming response from the Round Square member schools, and it was a pleasure to see compassion, love, and kindness at its core in each one of these entries.
Hello, I am Aditya Arjun Anipa, a grade 12th IBDP student of Genesis Global School, Noida. I have a passion for space sciences and engineering with a keen interest in programming and AI. Since I also have an affinity towards social service and applying science and STEM with it, I have been a part of various self-initiated and group projects with social relevance. The lockdown gave me an opportunity to explore more of my ideas, one of them being my dream to spread education through a common platform to connect students from all across the globe as one world, one community. On 24th June 2020, I launched Idhyapak, an initiative designed and executed by me during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown to facilitate e-learning for students worldwide. I knew that many students were not having online classes from school or were facing issues in catching up with the new style of teaching and found it difficult to clarify doubts. My primary objective was to ensure that academics do not falter globally by creating a community of teachers and a website full of resources. Our aim was to provide an online learning platform where anyone can teach anyone. We aim to give prospecting teachers like high school or college students who wish to join a service initiative a launchpad for their teaching career to gain valuable experience they can use in the future. The team at Idhyapak works dedicatedly to identify, screen and finalize the best content for the students, and we are presently in touch with many content makers to feature their material on the website. We also have numerous dedicated media for student discussions and different query mail lines for two-way communication. We also hold meetings every weekend to discuss new strategies, delegate tasks, and update on developments. It ensures that we work as a team, no one person is burdened, and that everyone has a specific role to play. We have hundreds of students who use Idhyapak regularly, and we are actively looking for means to expand our content and services. In today's world where any and every contribution counts, I would like to share a few of my other self-initiated and supported social initiatives during this lockdown. Janta Shield, for which we have manufactured and distributed over 10,000 3D printed face shields all across India. Spacecentrics, an informational website and podcast for space enthusiasts. Reconnect Youth, a mental health support initiative led by a qualified doctor and a team of student leaders. Eliminate, a co-initiated project that aims to improve the efficiency of the informal e-waste recycling sector with new and innovative methods. A YouTube channel dedicated to creating educational videos for IB French BSL. An initiative to teach computer science to the underprivileged in my region with an original curriculum. Important lesson that I learned even through this pandemic is that no task is Herculean and no barrier is insurmountable if one puts their mind, heart and best efforts to achieving it. And in the end, it is through this dedication to help society that we can bring the world back on track and keep it there.
Hello everyone, my name is Sania Agarwal and I study in grade 11 at Genesis Global School. For this project, I chose a topic which is very near to my heart, which is feeding stray animals. Near my house, there is a there are stray cats which do not get enough nutrients, food, water, which is why you can see in the video that they're very thin and weak. So I've taken upon myself that every day I go and I keep them some food, I give them water, and I am also talking to the shopkeeper nearby, so he also helps me in this kind act. Um, and I really hope that not only me but other people are inspired by this video, and in future they're able to give back to the world, to the animals who live among us. Thank you so much.
Only 24% Indians can access to online classes on smartphones. Only 11% household possess laptops, desktops, computers, tablets, etc.
66% of India's population lives in villages. How are online classes reaching to the ones who are not privileged?
So I wanted to suggest that we can do different activities as just Kakul said, taking it to places.
Yes, that's a nice idea.
In the same way, we can teach them drawing, we can teach them dance, we can tell them facts, stories.
On the weekly basis where we write something on a topic, so we can also organize something like that.
We can make a teacher page.
तो आज हम लोग आपको ये बताने के लिए आए हैं कि स्कूल के जो बच्चे हैं उनके लिए ऑनलाइन क्लासेस हम कैसे इंटरेस्टिंग बना सकते हैं। मेरे पास कुछ तरीके हैं और मैंने अपने दोस्तों से और मेरे क्लासमेट से मैंने काफ़ी बातचीत करने के बाद कुछ वेज निकाले।
गुड मॉर्निंग एंड जय हिंद बच्चों। आज यूकेजी में हम लोग हिंदी में पढ़ेंगे आ की मात्रा।
हमें लिखना है, पढ़ना है, आगे ही बढ़ना है, खाते हैं हम ये कसम।
धन दोम धन दोम धन दोम धन दोम धन दोम धन दोम धन दोम।
जो ज्ञान का रास्ता है, शिक्षा का रास्ता है, उसी पे चलेंगे हम। लिखना है, पढ़ना है, आगे ही बढ़ना है, खाते हैं हम ये कसम।
We shared ideas and knowledge. These students are passing it on to the other fellow classmates. 782 students benefited by this initiative. Or in better words, 782 lives. Change starts with a step but affects eternity.
मैं संस्कृति का बहुत आभारी हूँ। जो सहयोग कार्यक्रम चलाया गया तो वजह से हमारे जो बच्चे हैं वो अच्छे से पढ़ लिख पा रहे हैं।
can be a nasty place. You know it, I know it, yeah. We don't have to fall from grace. Put down the weapons you fight with and kill 'em with kindness. Kill 'em with kindness. Kill 'em, kill 'em, kill 'em with kindness. Kill 'em with kindness. Kill 'em with kindness. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead now.
It is said, constant kindness can accomplish much, as the sun makes ice melt. Kindness causes misunderstanding, mistrust, and hostility to evaporate. These lines are so true in present day context. The stories we are going to show are a true example and reinstate our faith in the human of human beings. Let's see and imbibe the goodness in the stories of kindness.
Studying in class 6C in St. Anandram Jaipuriya School, Kanpur. I would like to brief you with the round square activity which I was able to complete with the motivation and guidance of my mentor teacher, Mr. Manish Saxelia sir. As the quote goes, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. As the prevention of coronavirus, masks are the first line of defense. Few days back, it dawned on me that lots of people cannot afford masks to protect themselves from the deadly virus. This made me realize that I have lots of material at home that can be used in making masks. Thus, I began the process of learning how to make masks at home. This taught me the value of hard work, commitment, and the satisfaction that I derived from this selfless work. In the end, I would like to request everyone to stay at home and stay safe while taking all the precautions directed by the government. Thank you.
Children, who cares what they do? Who cares how they do? More importantly, who cares for all the children around our neighborhood, irrespective of their background, because children are just children? Well, I have news. Kanpur Cares. Kanpur Cares is an NGO initiated by the renowned pediatrician of our own town, Dr. Nikhil Gupta. He is the founder and the driving force behind such a beautiful thought, as only thoughts process and can turn into activities which we like to do out of our hearts. Kanpur Cares has taken the responsibility of converting an almost barren piece of land into a beautiful park called the Parivartan Park. They spent hundreds of man-hours in reconstructing the greenery. They installed a badminton court, open-air auditorium, and swings amongst many other things, which provide a beautiful and robust environment for children. Even parents today need to understand that playing is an important aspect of a child's growth and behavior formation, and playing in an open environment is the need of the hour. Apart from the fun, Kanpur Cares also provides free education to the underprivileged children and has a library of over 1,500 books. This is very important as it encourages the revelation of talents which each of these children possess, which may be in sports, education, dance, music, or just learning, as at Kanpur Cares, we firmly believe that if the children are given a platform and are encouraged, they will achieve great heights. I really enjoyed my time there and want to say from my personal experience that the bond of playing together should be the bottom line and not who you play with. On my part, I thought that the least I can do is provide the children with some sports equipment which they will love to play with, and the acceptance and appreciation by the children just made my day. Playing with them made me realize the true meaning behind the two words, kindness and happiness. Both of them are, as I believe, interconnected. One small act of kindness can bring huge smiles and fill a person's heart with satisfaction. It was an amazing experience. I had never thought that I can find so much love, peace, and happiness in playing with the children at that park, but it has really changed my thought process. And yes, if I can bring a smile to at least one child, then I firmly believe that I have done my part. I would like to appeal to everyone to join this great organization and help replicate its model in every corner of the city and our beloved nation. Thank you.
नन्ही सी हंसी भोली सी खुशी फूलों सी वो बाहें भूल गए जब देश ने दी आवाज हमें हम घर की राहें भूल गए हम सोए नहीं कई रातों से जाने वतन सा चांद बुझे हमें नींद उसी दिन आएगी जब देखेंगे आबाद तुझे तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू मजबूर हुई जब दिल की दुआ तो हमने दवा से काम लिया वो नब्ज नहीं फिर थमने दी जिस नब्ज को हमने थाम लिया बीमार है जो किस धर्म का है हमसे न कभी ये भेद हुआ सरहद पे जो वर्दी खाकी थी अब उसका रंग सफेद हुआ तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू
Malik of class 6 of previous planet. Today I am going to distribute 50 kit and mask to needy people. I feel good and relaxed to do this act. Thank you.
Hi, myself Nihal Ranjan Nayak of class 9 from Bila Public School, Pilani. At the age of 12, I was taught by my parents to donate. I get up at 6 am and I offer a little amount in the name of Almighty. I do it every day. I deposit the total amount at the end of the month to a philanthropic society which is located in Deoghar, Bihar. This organization feeds more than 5,000 people every day. Secondly, I donate to IDF, that is Indian Development Foundation, which works for health and education of poor, homeless and old age people. Recently, I donated a little amount to a mess worker. You can see him in the picture.
ठीक है हाँ ओके थैंक यू इसमें कुछ पैसा है आप अपने के लिए खर्चा कर लेना ठीक है
One thing I am developing is sympathy towards the poor people. At last, I am thankful to the Sunbeam Sun City School, Varanasi, for organizing this educative activity. And I am also thankful to my social science teacher, Mr. S. Nayak, and my English teacher, Ms. Varsha ma'am, who guided me to complete this activity. Thank you.
It is said, constant kindness can accomplish much, as the sun makes ice melt. Kindness causes misunderstanding, mistrust, and hostility to evaporate. These lines are so true in present-day context. The stories we are going to show are a true example and reinstate our faith in the human of human beings. Let's see and imbibe the goodness in the stories of kindness.
Venezuela believes that this issue has threatened Venezuela's economy greatly. Considering the context, it definitely restricts the economy furthermore, and there are several consequences that threaten the current financial state also. So the cause is political instability, and this political instability is going to stir up protests and further disputes among governing parties.
Participating in the REM-MUN has truly been a gratifying experience because while it was stimulating and informative like other conferences, it was not just another MUN. This event enabled us to educate ourselves about the current plight of the world and work together to resolve substantial issues. But it also allowed us to give back to society because of how this event is associated with COVID-19 relief.
My experience with REM-MUN has been quite great. I was part of the UNSC and the debate there in the executive board was superb. The delegates and the entire discussion was quite substantial, and I feel REM has been quite a success.
Absolutely fantastic, and as I understand it, 2 separate charities will be benefiting from this conference. I'm genuinely honoured to have been invited here, and just want to say a huge thank you, and from one young person to a group of young people, really in huge respect and admiration of what you're participating in here.
The Ubuntu fundraiser was able to provide over 2,000 people with masks, over 9,000 people with soaps, and over 500 families with groceries. With the money donated by REM, they were also able to provide 1,000 meals to migrant workers.
REM-MUN was a great learning experience. It allowed us to help others directly through our donations, but also to empower our delegates to tackle global challenges, learn about the benefits of social service, and engage in communal discussion during unprecedented times. REM taught us about the power of uplifting others and served as a reminder that when we work hard to make a difference, our hard work pays off.
We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give.
Greetings from our KKGPS. We, as the students of a girls' educational institution, feel that it is extremely important for a girl to maintain her hygiene during her menstruation cycle.
Keeping this in mind, we proudly present Hamara Prayas.
Tearing the wood pulp into small pieces and mixing it with cotton gel in the ratio of 70:30.
Grinding of the mixture for 2 to 3 minutes thrice in the grinder.
Measuring the above grinded core into 12 grams for each napkin and spreading them equally into the mold blocks.
Further, the molds are passed under the air compressor. The air current blows the cotton into compressed molds that takes the shape of a sanitary pad.
Cutting the PV film sheet as per the required measurement and applying adhesive glue followed by sticking the compressed core material.
Next up, the product is covered by the non-woven fabric and sealed by the soft sealing machine from all the 3 corners. Thereafter, we apply adhesive glue to stick the releasing paper for the garment.
Putting the napkins into the UV chamber for sterilization. Finally, packaging and sealing the Prayas sanitary napkins. These packets contain 10 napkins each.
Hope women stay safe and healthy. Thank you, Gyanam Brahma.
The barter system of give and take has taken away the pleasure of giving. The belief that you get nothing in return is a myth because the best portion of a good man's life is his little, nameless, unremembered acts of kindness and of love. Your kindness are like the ripples in the river. They do start with just one movement but spreads across and affects till eternity. You never know who is getting inspired by your journey. Next few stories are small gestures but requires a heart of gold.
Hello everyone, I Lavanya Malik, grade 9, the Sagar School. Emily Dixon, the most famous poetess, rightly said, hope is the thing with feathers and we all are alive just because of hope. Scott Adams rightly quoted that there is no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act exits a ripple with no logical end. So here am I for community help, helping each other in this time of pandemic to see a few happy faces around me.
Good morning everyone. My name is Ansh Gupta. I'm from class 6B, the Sagar School. My mentor is Meghna ma'am. Hunger is a worldwide problem, not only in underdeveloped and developing countries, but also in the developed world. Did you know that even in a country like the USA, 1 in 7 people don't know where the next meal would come from? Now think, what would be the state of a developing economy like India? And on top of it, the current pandemic has wreaked havoc in the lives of poor and daily wagers. I shudder at the thought of this while the government's run many programs to feed the hunger. It's also the responsibility of the more fortunate citizens like ourselves. Hence, I thought I should feed the slum dwellers and daily wagers near my house. But since cooking for so many people is not practical at a house, I bought glucose biscuits and bananas for them. Another reason to choose these is because they can provide instant energy to our body. Wow, after this activity, I feel so good. At least a few won't need to sleep hungry tonight, but I also know that this doesn't solve the problem. That's why I plan to take this activity up every month. But I also know, as for you, please remember to not waste food. Let's pray that the world becomes hunger-free soon. It will need a lot of effort, but it's not impossible. And Mom, Dad, I forgot to tell you, please cut the money for this activity from my pocket money only. Thank you.
In this pandemic, I decided to do a little act of kindness to reach out of a poor family. When you give somebody in need, you feel inner satisfaction. Just a drop of kindness could make a big difference in a person's life. A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. Just as little drops of water make the nightly ocean, in the same way, little deeds of kindness make the world happier. Do things for people, not because of who they are or what they do in return, but because of who you are. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. My takeaway from this little act of kindness has motivated me to have compassion and empathy. I now feel that service should become a part and parcel of life.
Hello everyone, this is Akash from KC Public School, Jammu. The global health crisis, hashtag the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, has affected millions of people who live in the lowest rungs of society. It has led to poverty, hunger, non-availability of ration, unemployment and more.
Though I can't approach many during lockdown, I came to know about a lady in our locality who has a large family to serve. With my parents' consent, I called her at my home and provided her dry ration, that is the most basic and urgent need of any household.
Seeing this suffering, I find it my utmost duty as a citizen to come forward and help those in dire need of food and basic amenities. Often little things in life indicate great change, as little drops of water make mighty oceans. Similarly, few deeds of kindness can make this world a happy place to live in. To me, this act has given a sense of self-worth and has instilled empathy in me. The takeaway from this simple act is that being empathetic helps you regulate your emotions in times of stress. During a global pandemic, it helps you to connect with others and be aware of people's needs. Empathizing with others can make you feel less lonely. Following social distancing doesn't mean you need to be emotionally distant. It has made me realize that we all are blessed with the ability to bring betterment into the world. And when we do, we benefit from it as well. Thank you.
कोई भी ना भूखा सोवे रोटी पानी नून रोवे ताता रखी सब दा ख्याल किसे नू ना दुख होवे कर कर सुख होवे पग पग करी तू संभाल कोई भी ना भूखा सोवे रोटी पानी नून रोवे ताता रखी सब दा ख्याल किसे नू ना दुख होवे कर कर सुख होवे पग पग करी तू संभाल मुरझाए मन हर शादा दिया रहमता दे मी बरसादा दिया अरदास करा हाँ अरदास करा हाँ अरदास करा
Just a drop of kindness could make a big difference in the world. The world is currently going through a pandemic, and all we need right now is a bit of kindness, empathy, and compassion for other beings, whether they are humans, animals, or nature. Here are some ways to do an act of kindness. Kindness to animals is an essential part of human virtue. They deserve kindness because they are helpless and cannot plead their own cause. During this time, animals around the globe are affected by coping with the suddenly changed world. We can be kind towards animals by feeding stray dogs and cows and by keeping food and water for the birds. Even the smallest gesture can be a great deal for someone in need. So always try to do your best and make the world a kinder place. We all must remain the essential source of support for our family members by helping them to feel safe, positive, happy, and maintain a healthy mind. We can be kind towards our family by helping them in doing home chores. It could be washing the dishes or dusting our room and other chores. And we can also donate our old clothes to the needy. In some parts of the world, the economic impacts of the pandemic are likely to be devastating for the natural world. We can be kind towards nature by planting trees, saving electricity, and by reducing the usage of plastic. These were some of the acts of kindness that we can do. In the last, I would like to say that the smallest act of kindness is worth than the grandest intention. Thank you so much.
Never wasted. They always make a difference. They bless the one who receives them, and they bless you, the giver. I hope these compassionate stories would have touched your heart the same way they have touched us. It was a pleasure to host this collaboration, and we are thankful to Round Square and Mrs. Bubbles Sandhu, School's Support Director, South Asia and the Gulf, for giving us a platform. Let's spread the joy of giving. Share these stories of compassion and be kind to others. Thank you and Jai Hind.